Lesson 1. Travel Safety.
Hey Anna, we should keep an eye on our belongings while on the bus.
Absolutely. It might get crowded, and things can easily get lost.
I always keep my bag close and watch for pickpockets.
That's smart. I usually carry my valuables in a front pocket.
Good idea. It's better to be cautious, especially in busy places.
Yes, and we should stay alert and aware of our surroundings.
Exactly. Safety first, especially when traveling.
Lesson 2. Music Vibes.
Hey Anna, it was really good. The DJ played a great mix of old and new songs.
I heard. That sounds like a fun time. What was your favorite track?
I loved when he played that classic 80 seconds hit. It brought back so many memories.
Nostalgia always makes music more enjoyable. Did everyone dance?
Yes, the dance floor was packed. It felt like a celebration.
That's awesome. A good DJ really knows how to create a great atmosphere.
For sure, I can't wait for the next party.
Lesson 3. The Power of Literacy.
Morning, Anna. Did you know it was fear that reading and writing would help slaves to escape the plantations?
Yes, that's really tragic. Education has always been a powerful tool.
Absolutely. Knowledge can empower people and change lives.
It's sad that some tried to suppress it. What do you think about education today?
I believe it's still vital for freedom and opportunity.
Definitely. Everyone should have access to learning.
Right. Education can open so many doors.
Lesson 4. Shopping Essentials.
Hey Anna, have you noticed how important it is to put your purchases in the cart when you're finished shopping?
Yes, it really helps keep everything organized.
And then you can push your shopping buggy out to the car easily.
Exactly. It saves time and prevents forgetting items.
Do you prefer shopping with a list or just winging it?
I always make a list. It helps me stay focused.
Smart choice. Lists can prevent impulse buys too.
Lesson 5. Wildlife Adventures.
Morning, Anna. Did you see any wildlife there?
Yes, I saw many different animals. It was amazing.
What was the most interesting animal you encountered?
I spotted a family of deer. They were so graceful.
That sounds beautiful. Did you get any photos?
I did. I also saw some colorful birds flying around.
Wow, nature photography is so rewarding.
Lesson 6. Rising through ranks.
Hey Anna, did you know that he was made an officer at 21?
That's impressive. He must have shown great leadership skills.
Yes, and he gradually moved up through the ranks.
It takes dedication and hard work to achieve that.
Absolutely. What do you think motivates people to climb the career ladder?
I think ambition and the desire for personal growth play a big role.
Definitely. Setting goals is key to success in any field.
Lesson 7. Finding fun activities.
Hey Anna, something suitable will do for our weekend plans.
Absolutely. I was thinking we could check out some local events.
That's a great idea. What kind of activities are you interested in?
Maybe a festival or a concert? Those are always fun.
Yes, live music can really create an amazing atmosphere.
I'll also check for activities at the community center.
Good thinking. They often have interesting workshops too.
Lesson 8. Athletic Achievements.
Morning, Anna. Did you hear about Diedrichson? She had a muscular, athletic body.
Yes, I did. She was often accused of having an unfair advantage over other women.
It's interesting how society views strength in sports.
Right? It raises questions about fairness and competition.
Exactly. Do you think such advantages should be regulated?
I believe that all athletes should have equal opportunities to compete.
Definitely. Everyone should play by the same rules.
Lesson 9. Digital Presence.
Hey Anna, maintaining a healthy digital presence is so important today.
I completely agree. Any tips on how to do that?
One way is to regularly review your privacy settings on social media.
That's smart. Protecting your personal information is crucial.
Another tip is to think before you post anything online.
Yes, it's easy to regret something later. Curating content is key.
Exactly. We should focus on sharing positive and meaningful content.
Lesson 10. Accommodation Issues.
Morning, Anna. Is there a chance we could get a replacement room if it can't be fixed?
I hope so. It would be frustrating if we had to stay in a broken room.
Right? I think we should talk to the management about it.
Yes, expressing our concerns is important. They should help us.
Exactly. We deserve a comfortable place to stay.
Let's prepare what we want to say to them.
Good idea. Being clear will help resolve the issue faster.
Lesson 11. Fitness Focus.
Hey Anna, I've noticed you've been looking really fit lately.
Thanks, John. I've been trying to stay active and eat healthier.
That's awesome. What kind of workouts are you doing?
I've been mixing cardio with strength training. It keeps things interesting.
That sounds effective. I should probably join you sometime.
Definitely. Working out with a friend makes it more fun.
Yeah, and it's motivating to have someone to push you.
Lesson 12. Student Discounts.
Morning, Anna. Here you go. The discounted fare for students is £40.
Wow, that's a great deal. Are there any restrictions?
Yes, it's only valid on weekdays and during off-peak hours.
That makes sense. I'll definitely take advantage of that.
It's a smart way to save money while traveling.
Absolutely. Have you checked other discounts for students?
I found some for museums and events too.
Lesson 13. Getting around.
Hey Anna, are there any other options besides buses and subways?
Yes, you could consider biking or using ride-sharing apps.
That's true. Biking is a great way to stay fit too.
Exactly. Plus, it gives you a chance to explore the area.
How about walking? It's free and good for your health.
I love walking. It's relaxing and you can discover new places.
Definitely. We should go for a walk around the city soon.
Lesson 14. Hotel Insights.
Hey Anna, I'm looking for a hotel with good customer feedback for my trip.
That's a smart move. Have you found any options yet?
I've seen a few, but I want to compare them first.
Good idea. What factors are you considering?
Location is important, plus cleanliness and service ratings.
Those are essential. How do you usually find reviews?
I check travel websites and read customer testimonials.
That helps. Do you look for pictures too?
Yes, pictures can really give you a sense of the place.
I agree. Sometimes a photo can make or break your decision.
Exactly. I want to feel confident about my choice.
Lesson 15. Balanced nutrition.
Morning, Anna. I've been thinking about the right proportions of food groups in our diet.
That's a great topic. What groups are you focusing on?
I'm looking at fruits, veggies, and proteins to balance my meals.
That's important. Do you have a specific ratio in mind?
I've heard a good guideline is to fill half your plate with fruits and veggies.
That sounds reasonable. What about proteins?
They should take up about a quarter of the plate, right?
Yes, and healthy fats are important too.
Absolutely. I love adding avocados or nuts for healthy fats.
Those are great choices. It's all about variety, isn't it?
For sure, a colorful plate is a happy plate.
Lesson 16. Unique treasures.
Hey Anna, I love finding unique items when I shop.
Me too. It's like discovering a piece of history.
Exactly. What's the most unique item you've found?
I once found an antique lamp at a flea market. It's so charming.
That sounds amazing. I love the stories behind old items.
Absolutely. Each piece has its own tale. Have you found anything special?
Yes, I found a vintage vinyl record. It's a classic.
That's cool. Do you listen to it often?
I do. There's something special about the sound of vinyl.
Lesson 17. Travel convenience.
Hello, Anna. I was thinking about travel options convenient for late nights or heavy luggage.
That's a good consideration. What are you looking at?
I'm exploring hotels with 24-hour check-in.
Smart choice. It can really ease travel stress.
Plus, I want somewhere close to the airport for convenience.
That would definitely save time. Have you found any good ones?
A couple, but I need to check their reviews first.
Good idea. What about shuttle services?
Yes, that's another factor. It can make a big difference for late arrivals.
Lesson 18. Reading for clarity.
Hey Anna, I was reading about filling out forms in English.
That's important. Do you find it challenging?
Sometimes, especially if the instructions are unclear.
I understand. The instructions usually guide you through the process.
Exactly. I try to follow them closely, but it can be confusing.
Don't worry. If you ever get stuck, just ask for help.
That's true. I'll remember to seek assistance when needed.
It's all about learning and improving.
Definitely. I'll keep practicing my reading skills.
Lesson 19. Pasta passion.
Hey Anna, I love making homemade pasta with a delicious tomato sauce. What about you?
That sounds amazing. I enjoy cooking too, especially stir-frying vegetables.
Stir frying is quick and keeps the veggies crunchy. Do you have a favorite recipe?
I often make a colorful vegetable stir-fry with soy sauce and garlic.
Yum! That sounds healthy. Do you add any proteins?
Yes, sometimes I include tofu or chicken for extra flavor. What about your pasta?
I usually add fresh basil and a sprinkle of Parmesan cheese.
Fresh herbs make a big difference. Do you make your pasta from scratch?
I do. It's fun to knead the dough and roll it out.
That's impressive. I've always wanted to try making pasta.
You should. It's easier than it sounds, and so rewarding.
Lesson 20. National spirit.
Hello, Anna. Our national courage has been clear in times of depression and war.
Absolutely. It's when people unite to face common dangers.
Yes, those moments define our resilience as a nation.
What historical events stand out to you?
The Great Depression showed how communities supported each other.
And during wars, many people bravely defended their country.
Exactly. Those sacrifices shaped our identity.
It's inspiring to see how courage can emerge from adversity.
For sure, it reminds us of the strength we have together.
Lesson 21. Overcoming language barriers.
Hey Anna, I do worry about the language barrier when traveling, but I'll learn a few phrases.
That's a great strategy. Even simple greetings can make a difference.
Exactly. I'll start with hello and thank you. What else should I know?
Learning how to ask for directions is really helpful too.
Good idea. I want to feel more confident when I explore.
You'll do great. Locals appreciate when you try their language.
I hope so. It makes interactions more meaningful.
Absolutely. Plus, it can lead to unexpected friendships.
I'm excited to embrace new cultures and languages.
Lesson 22. Equitable Solutions.
Hey Anna, I believe an equitable distribution of responsibilities and resources is key in teamwork.
I totally agree. It ensures everyone feels valued and contributes equally.
Exactly. When everyone has a role, the team works more efficiently.
What's your experience with this in a project?
In one project, we assigned tasks based on individual strengths.
That sounds effective. Did it lead to better results?
Yes, it did. Everyone was more engaged and motivated.
That's great to hear. How do you ensure fairness?
Regular check-ins help us adjust responsibilities if needed.
That's a smart approach. It promotes open communication.
Right? It creates a supportive environment for the whole team.
Lesson 23. Hearty breakfast choices.
Morning, Anna. Sounds light. I prefer a hearty breakfast.
Oh really? What do you usually eat?
I love oatmeal topped with fruits and nuts for energy.
That's nutritious. I often have eggs and whole grain toast.
Eggs are a great source of protein. Do you add anything special?
Sometimes I throw in spinach or avocado for extra flavor.
That sounds delicious. I love avocado toast too.
It's trendy for a reason. What about smoothies?
I enjoy those as a quick breakfast option. They're so refreshing.
Definitely. You can pack so many nutrients into a smoothie.
I'll try adding more greens to mine.
Lesson 24. Union strength.
Hey Anna, laborers have always fought for their rights, especially in sports.
That's true. The players' union changed the landscape for athletes.
Exactly. They've pushed for better wages and working conditions.
It's incredible how united they become to advocate for their needs.
Yes, collective bargaining has made a significant impact.
What changes have you noticed in sports because of this?
Athletes now have more security and support for their health.
That's essential. They deserve to feel safe in their careers.
Absolutely. It's all about fairness and respect in the workplace.
Lesson 25. Theater buzz.
Hey Anna, have you heard about the new 861-seat Shaw Theater built at the south end of town?
Yes, it's exciting to have a new venue. What kind of events will they host?
They're planning live performances, movies, and even community events.
That sounds like a great addition. Do you think it will attract more visitors?
Definitely. Traffic to that area will likely increase significantly.
I wonder how it will impact local businesses nearby.
It could bring more customers to restaurants and shops.
That's true. A lively area can benefit everyone.
I can't wait to see a show there.
Lesson 26. Canyon wonders.
Hello Anna, have you seen pictures of the picturesque Malign Canyon?
I have. It looks stunning with its steep cliffs and beautiful views.
The colors of the rocks are breathtaking. Have you ever visited?
Not yet, but I'd love to hike the trails around it.
The thunder of San Wapta Falls nearby must be incredible to hear.
I can imagine. Waterfalls have a soothing sound.
Yes, and the scenery would be perfect for photos.
I should plan a trip there soon. It sounds like an adventure.
You definitely should. It's a great way to connect with nature.
Lesson 27. Kangaroo Facts.
Hey Anna, did you know the most famous marsupial is the kangaroo?
Yes, they're fascinating creatures. What do you find most interesting about them?
I love that they can travel at great speeds when hopping.
Right? They can reach up to 30 miles per hour.
That's impressive, and they use their strong tails for balance.
Exactly. Have you ever seen one in person?
I saw some at a wildlife park once. They're so energetic.
I bet that was fun. Would you like to see them in the wild?
Absolutely. It would be amazing to see them in their natural habitat.
Lesson 28. City Transport.
Morning, Anna. I heard the shuttle service stops at most hotels in the city.
That's convenient. It makes getting around much easier.
Yes. How much do you think it costs?
I've seen prices range from a few dollars to around 20.
That's reasonable. It's worth it for the convenience.
Definitely. It saves time and hassle, especially after a long flight.
Plus, it's nice not to worry about parking.
Exactly. I prefer public transport when I travel.
Me too. It's a great way to experience the city.
Lesson 29. Breaking Bad Habits.
Hey Anna, I was thinking about how harder it is for people to give up bad habits every year.
Yes, many people struggle with that. My brother says it takes time and patience.
He's right. What habits do you think are the hardest to break?
Smoking and unhealthy eating seem to be at the top of the list.
Definitely. Those have strong psychological and physical components.
What about exercise? Some people find it hard to stay motivated.
That's true. Setting small goals can help maintain motivation.
Absolutely. Even minor progress is still progress.
Consistency is key when trying to break a habit.
Lesson 30. Fair profit sharing.
Hey Anna, we aim for equal distribution of profits in our project.
That's an excellent approach. How do you plan to implement it?
We're setting clear guidelines for everyone involved. Transparency is key.
Absolutely. It builds trust among team members. Do you have a timeline?
Yes, we're committed to long-term success, so it's a gradual process.
That makes sense. Have you faced any challenges so far?
A few, mostly with balancing everyone's expectations.
It's important to address those early on to avoid bigger issues later.
I agree. Open communication will help us navigate any difficulties.
Lesson 31. Room preferences.
Hello Anna, is there a different room we can switch to for our meeting?
Sure. What's wrong with the current room?
It's a bit noisy, and I find it hard to concentrate.
I understand. Let me check if another room is available.
Thanks. A quieter space would really help us focus.
Absolutely. A good environment is essential for productivity.
Exactly. What do you think makes a perfect meeting room?
I'd say good lighting and comfortable seating are must-haves.
And a whiteboard for brainstorming ideas.
Lesson 32. Dress shopping.
Morning, Anna. What are you looking for specifically?
I'm looking for a new dress for an upcoming wedding.
That sounds fun. Do you have a particular style in mind?
I'm thinking something elegant but comfortable.
That's a great choice. What colors do you like?
I love deep blues and rich greens. They feel classy.
Those colors would look stunning. Have you checked any stores yet?
Not yet, but I plan to visit the mall this weekend.
I bet you'll find something perfect.
Lesson 33. Fragrance moments.
Hey, Anna, it smells amazing on you. Is it the one?
Yes, I think so. It's my new favorite fragrance.
I love how it lingers all day long. What notes does it have?
It has floral and citrus notes, which I find refreshing.
That sounds delightful. Do you wear it for special occasions?
Mostly, but I love wearing it every day to feel good.
That's a great idea. A nice scent can really boost your mood.
Lesson 34. Job update.
Morning, Anna. Any update on the job application?
Yes, fingers crossed for you. I hope you get the job.
Thanks. It sounds like a great opportunity.
What excites you most about it?
I love the idea of working on innovative projects.
That's wonderful. Creativity is so important in a job.
I agree. Plus, the team seems really collaborative.
Collaboration often leads to amazing results.
Exactly. I'm really looking forward to the interview.
Lesson 35. Cultural exploration.
Hey, Anna, I couldn't agree more that local markets give you a taste of the local culture.
Absolutely. You can learn so much from the food and people there.
Right? The atmosphere is always vibrant and full of life.
Do you have a favorite market you've visited?
Yes, I loved the one in Barcelona. The colors and smells were amazing.
That sounds incredible. I've heard the food there is fresh and delicious.
It is. I tried some local cheeses and cured meats.
Yum! I love trying new foods when I travel. What's the most memorable dish you had?
I had paella that was to die for. The flavors were so rich.
Lesson 36. Smooth transportation.
Morning, Anna. I just had my luggage sent to my destination.
That's convenient. Did you use a special service?
Yes, there's a service that automatically transfers it for you.
Wow, that sounds really helpful. No more dragging heavy bags around.
Exactly. It makes traveling so much easier and less stressful.
I wish more places offered that service.
Me too. It's a game changer for busy travelers.
Do you think it's worth the extra cost?
Definitely. The convenience is worth every penny.
Lesson 37. Scenic Views.
Hey Anna, did you take the scenic route through the mountains?
Yes, I did. It was a great way to explore the city and take in the views.
I bet the landscape was beautiful. What did you see?
There were stunning valleys and rivers everywhere. It felt like a painting.
That sounds amazing. Did you stop for photos?
Of course, I took so many pictures of the scenery.
I can't wait to see them. Nature always offers the best backdrops.
Lesson 38. Conference Experiences.
Morning, Anna. Have you attended conferences like this before?
Yes, I've attended a few. It's a great opportunity to network.
I agree. Meeting new people in your field can open doors.
Exactly. Plus, you learn so much from the speakers.
Who was the most inspiring speaker you've heard?
There was a woman who spoke about innovation in technology.
That sounds fascinating. What did she focus on?
She emphasized the importance of adaptability in our careers.
Such a valuable lesson. I'll keep that in mind.
Lesson 39. Fishing for Profit.
Hey Anna, did you know many boat owners find it more profitable to take tourists out to fish?
Really? That makes sense. It must be more enjoyable than fishing for themselves.
Exactly. Tourists are often willing to pay for the experience.
What kinds of fish do they usually catch?
Lobsters and shellfish are very popular in coastal areas.
Those are delicious. I'd love to try fishing for them.
It's a fun experience, especially with family or friends.
Lesson 40. Time Management Tips.
Hey Anna, how did you manage your time effectively during the project?
I focused on setting clear deadlines for each task. It kept me on track.
That's a smart strategy. I find it helpful to prioritize my tasks too.
Absolutely. It's all about knowing what's urgent and important.
Do you use any tools to help with your time management?
Yes, I use a planner app that sends me reminders. It's so convenient.
I need to try that. I usually write things down, but an app sounds easier.
It really is. Plus, I can access it from my phone anywhere.
That's perfect for staying organized on the go.
Lesson 41. Train Travel Plans.
Hello, Anna. Are there various trains you can take to the city?
Yes, there are several options. When do you plan to go?
I'm thinking of going this Saturday. What do you recommend?
The express train is the fastest, but the scenic train is beautiful too.
That sounds tempting. How long does the scenic train take?
It takes about an hour longer, but the views are worth it.
I love a good view. Maybe I'll take the scenic route then.
Great choice. You'll enjoy the landscapes along the way.
I can't wait to see it.
Lesson 42. Shopping for clothes.
Morning, Anna. Do you want to check out the men's section for some new clothes?
Sure, let's head there. They have many options available.
What styles are you interested in finding?
I'm looking for something casual but stylish, maybe a nice shirt.
That sounds perfect. Do you prefer any specific colors?
I like earth tones, they go well with everything.
Good choice. They're versatile and trendy right now.
Exactly. Let's see what they have in stock.
I'm sure you'll find something you love.
Lesson 43. A piece of history.
Hey Anna, did you know Otto started a company selling pectin in Amsterdam in 1934?
No, I didn't. That's an interesting piece of history.
Yes, it's fascinating how small businesses can grow over time.
I wonder what inspired him to start that company.
Probably a need for quality food products. Pectin is essential for jams.
That makes sense. It's amazing how one idea can lead to success.
Exactly. It shows the power of innovation and entrepreneurship.
Lesson 44. Traveling abroad.
Morning, Anna. What about the visa? Do I show it here too?
Yes, they'll inspect your passport and visa at the border.
Got it. I want to make sure I have everything ready.
It's always good to double-check your documents before traveling.
Absolutely. I don't want any surprises at the airport.
Me neither. Have you checked if you need any additional forms?
I did. Just the standard customs declaration.
Perfect. You're all set for your trip then.
I hope so. I'm excited about the adventure ahead.
Lesson 45. Delivery excitement.
Hey Anna, I've been informed that your order will be delivered in a few minutes.
That's great. I can't wait to see what I ordered.
What did you get? Something exciting?
Yes, some new books and a few kitchen gadgets.
Sounds like a fun mix. Are you planning to try any new recipes?
Definitely. I've been wanting to experiment with baking.
Baking can be so rewarding. What are you thinking of making first?
I'm thinking of trying a chocolate cake. It's a classic.
Yum! Nothing beats a homemade cake. I'd love to taste it.
Lesson 46. Paying at the exit.
Hello, Anna. That's the exit over there. Are you ready to pay?
Yes, let's go. Do they accept credit cards?
I believe they do, but let's double check at the counter.
Good idea. It's always better to be safe than sorry.
Exactly. I hate when I'm caught without enough cash.
Same here. It's so convenient to use cards these days.
For sure. Plus, they often offer rewards for spending.
Lesson 47. Finding the silver lining.
Hey Anna, in tough situations, I always look for the silver lining.
That's a positive mindset. How do you handle the challenges of different situations?
I try to focus on what I can learn from them. It helps me grow.
That's a great approach. I often remind myself that every challenge is an opportunity.
Exactly. It's all about perspective. What's a recent challenge you faced?
I had a difficult project at work, but I learned a lot about teamwork.
That's awesome. Teamwork can really bring out the best in people.
Lesson 48. Balancing chores and fun.
Hey Anna, there are just so many things to do around the house.
Tell me about it. Household chores take up a lot of time.
I often feel overwhelmed with everything on my to-do list.
Same here. I tried to break it down into smaller tasks.
That's smart. It makes it feel more manageable.
Exactly. Plus, I reward myself with breaks after completing a few chores.
I love that idea. A little motivation goes a long way.
For sure. What's your favorite way to relax after chores?
I enjoy watching a good movie or reading a book.
Lesson 49. Sports and entertainment.
Hey Anna, did you know tennis and golf are also popular in many countries?
Yes, they have a huge following, especially in places like the UK and the US.
Exactly. What do you think makes them so appealing?
I think it's the combination of skill and strategy. Plus, they're fun to watch.
For sure. And what about the lavish shows in Las Vegas? They're world-renowned.
Oh, absolutely. The production quality is amazing. Have you seen any?
I went to a magic show last year. It was mind-blowing.
That sounds exciting. I'd love to see a Cirque du Soleil performance.
Me too. The acrobatics are incredible. It's like art in motion.
Lesson 50. Sports heritage.
Morning, Anna. I read that some sports became famous in countries with ties to Great Britain.
That's true. Countries like Canada and Australia have a rich sports culture.
Yes, cricket and rugby are perfect examples. Have you ever watched a match?
I have. The atmosphere is electric, especially during a championship.
I can imagine. What do you think draws people to those sports?
The teamwork and strategy really engage the fans. It's thrilling.
Definitely. Plus, the history behind the sports adds to their charm.
Lesson 51. Making the best of it.
Hey Anna, sometimes things don't happen the way I want them to.
I can relate. How do you usually handle those situations?
I try to make the best of the situation and stay positive.
That's a great mindset. I always look for something good in every challenge.
Yes, finding a silver lining can really help you cope.
Absolutely. Have you found anything positive recently?
I learned a new skill while dealing with a difficult project.
Lesson 52. Setting goals.
Hello Anna, right, yeah, it's challenging, but the benefits are worth it.
Absolutely. I want to set goals for myself this year.
That's a great idea. What kind of goals do you have in mind?
I'm thinking about fitness goals and maybe learning a new skill.
Those are excellent areas to focus on. Do you have a specific skill in mind?
I'd love to learn to play the guitar.
That sounds fun. Have you ever played any musical instruments before?
Just a little piano when I was younger. I hope it helps.
It probably will. Starting with small practice sessions can really help.
Lesson 53. Car drop-off.
Morning, Anna. Are you ready for dropping off the car?
Yes. Do you have any important details we need to remember?
Just make sure to double-check the location of the drop-off.
Right. I'd hate to get lost. Do you have the address?
Yes, I wrote it down. It's just a few blocks away.
Perfect. What time do we need to be there?
We should arrive at least 15 minutes early to avoid any issues.
Lesson 54. Budget negotiation.
Hey, Anna, I understand your standpoint. However, our budget is limited.
I see that. Can we negotiate a bit?
Sure. What adjustments do you think we could make?
Maybe we can start with reducing some of the unnecessary expenses.
That could work. Are there specific areas you think we can cut back on?
Perhaps we could lower the costs for supplies.
That sounds reasonable. Let's outline a new plan together.
Lesson 55. Island life.
Hello, Anna. Since there wasn't much industry on the island, many people did not have a lot of money.
That's true. As a result, they made do with what they had.
Exactly. It's interesting how resourceful people can be in tough situations.
I admire that. They often found creative solutions for everyday problems.
Right. Did you hear about the community garden they started?
Yes, it's a fantastic way to grow food and share resources.
It really shows how community can thrive despite challenges.
Lesson 56. Travel schedule.
Hey, Anna, do you know the train schedule?
I'm not sure, but there's an information booth at the station.
That's a good idea. They can help us find the right times.
Exactly. I hope we don't have to wait too long.
Me too. Do you have a specific train in mind?
I was thinking of the one that leaves at p.m.
That sounds perfect. We should get there early just in case.
Lesson 57. Packing tips.
Morning, Anna. Don't worry, I can give you some packing tips.
That would be great. What should I pack for my trip?
Start with essential clothes, like comfortable outfits for sightseeing.
Good idea. Should I pack a jacket too?
Definitely. Even if it's warm, it can get chilly at night.
What about toiletries? Should I bring travel-sized ones?
Yes, travel-sized are perfect to save space.
Lesson 58. Hiking plans.
Hey, Anna, have you made any travel plans lately?
Yes, I'm thinking of going on a hiking trip.
That sounds amazing. Where do you plan to go?
I want to explore the national park nearby.
Great choice. Do you have a specific trail in mind?
I heard the Blue Ridge Trail is beautiful this time of year.
I've heard that too. Are you going alone or with friends?
Lesson 59. Baby gear.
Hello, Anna. It's essential for walks with a baby.
Absolutely. Do you think a baby carrier is necessary?
Yes, I believe it makes things much easier.
What kind do you recommend?
A soft, structured carrier is usually very comfortable.
That sounds good. Can it be used for toddlers too?
Most of them can be adjusted for different ages.
Lesson 60. Airport security.
Hey, Anna, look, there's the security check.
Great. Remember to take off your shoes.
Right, and don't forget to take out your laptop.
I always forget my water bottle too.
Just put it in the tray with your bag.
Good idea. I hope the line isn't too long.
Same here. Let's stay patient and get through quickly.
Lesson 61. Party preparations.
Hey, Anna, our guests will have a blast.
I know. Anything else we should buy for the party?
How about some party hats and noisemakers?
Great idea. They add fun to the celebration.
And maybe some balloons? They really brighten the atmosphere.
Yes, colorful balloons make everything feel festive.
Should we also get some snacks and drinks?
Definitely. Finger foods are always a hit at parties.
Let's make a list so we don't forget anything.
Lesson 62. Break time.
Morning, Anna. Do you think we should take a 10-minute break before starting again?
That sounds good. I could use a short rest.
What do you do during your breaks?
I usually grab a snack or just stretch a bit.
Stretching is important. I like to take a quick walk.
That's a nice way to refresh. Should we set a timer?
Yes, that way we won't lose track of time.
Lesson 63. Communication in relationships.
Hey, Anna, when it comes to relationships, don't be afraid to ask for what you want.
Absolutely. Communication is key.
What do you think is the most important thing to discuss?
I believe setting boundaries is crucial for a healthy relationship.
Agreed. It helps both partners understand each other better.
How do you usually approach sensitive topics?
I try to be honest but also considerate of their feelings.
Lesson 64. River myths.
Hello, Anna. I read about a river with rocks attached to her.
Really? What's the story behind that?
People believed that the gods would help an innocent woman and allow her to float.
That's fascinating. It sounds like a myth to teach a lesson.
Yes, it shows how belief can shape stories.
Do you think there are similar stories in other cultures?
Definitely. Many cultures have myths about rivers and nature.
Lesson 65. Kitchen Essentials.
Morning, Anna. Those kitchen tools are essential.
Absolutely. I also want to get a food processor.
Great choice. It makes cooking so much easier.
What features should I look for in a food processor?
Look for one with multiple attachments for versatility.
That makes sense. I'd like one that's easy to clean too.
Cleanup is important. A dishwasher-safe model is ideal.
Lesson 66.
Hey Anna, I was thinking about our trip itinerary.
That sounds like a good starting point. What do you have in mind?
I want to include some popular tourist spots, but also a few hidden gems.
That's a great idea. How can I choose the right places to visit?
You could look for recommendations online or ask locals for their favorites.
True. I love discovering places that aren't in the guidebooks.
Exactly. It makes the trip more memorable. Should we also plan some downtime?
Lesson 67. Engineering feats.
Morning, Anna. Did you know the escarpment was solved by a series of 35 wooden locks?
Really? That sounds fascinating. How did they work?
These locks carried a ship 327 feet up the steep terrain.
Wow, that's an impressive engineering challenge.
It really is. Can you imagine operating those locks back in the day?
It must have taken a lot of teamwork and coordination.
Absolutely. It's amazing how they managed such complex tasks without modern technology.
Lesson 68. Marketing strategies.
Hey Anna, how about improving our social media presence?
That sounds good. What strategies should we consider?
We could increase our online ads and engage more with followers.
Yes, posting regular updates and responding to comments is key.
Also, using eye-catching visuals can attract more attention.
Definitely, people love vibrant photos and videos.
Should we also collaborate with influencers in our niche?
Lesson 69. Scheduling a meeting.
Hello Anna, sounds good. What day works for you?
How about next Wednesday at p.m.?
That works for me. Should we meet at the cafe?
Yes, it's a nice place to discuss ideas.
Perfect. Do you want to prepare an agenda for the meeting?
I can jot down the main points we need to cover.
Great. That way, we can stay organized and focused.
Lesson 70. Decluttering mindset.
Hey Anna, when decluttering, I ask myself if the item brings me joy or serves a practical purpose.
That's a smart approach. It helps you decide what to keep.
Exactly. It's about creating a space that feels good to be in.
I agree. Sometimes letting go of things can be liberating.
Have you tried this method before?
Yes, it really made a difference in my home.
I'll have to give it a try. It sounds like a refreshing way to declutter.
Lesson 71. Academic balance.
Hey Anna, I think our studies should complement each other.
I completely agree. It's important to support one another.
Secondly, we have pressure from both our university and our academic peers to perform well.
Yes, that can be overwhelming. How do you manage that pressure?
I try to stay organized and set realistic goals.
That's a smart approach. I like to break tasks into smaller steps.
Exactly. It makes everything feel more achievable.
Lesson 72. Work-life balance.
Morning, Anna. How do you balance work and life?
It can be challenging. I prioritize my tasks and set boundaries.
That's essential. What tips do you have for setting those boundaries?
I try to keep my work hours strict and avoid overtime.
Great idea. It helps to protect your personal time.
Yes, and I also schedule regular breaks to recharge.
That's a good strategy. A little downtime can boost productivity.
Lesson 73.
Hey Anna, I think the use of computers and printers is complimentary for hotel guests.
Absolutely. It's convenient for those who need to work while traveling.
Do you think hotels should provide these amenities for free?
Yes, it adds value to their services and enhances the guest experience.
I agree. Plus, it shows that the hotel cares about its guests' needs.
Exactly. Guests appreciate having those resources available.
Maybe we should suggest this to our local hotels.
Lesson 74. Trip enhancements.
Hello Anna, that's a great idea. It will make the trip more enjoyable.
I know. Adding some local experiences can create lasting memories.
What kind of activities do you think we should include?
Perhaps some guided tours or cooking classes.
Those sound fun. They offer a unique way to explore the culture.
Absolutely. Plus, it's a great way to meet other travelers.
Let's make sure to research some options before we go.
Lesson 75. Directions to the supermarket.
Excuse me, could you tell me how to get to the nearest supermarket?
Sure, it's just a few blocks away.
Great! Should I turn left or right at the corner?
Turn left, and then it'll be on your right side.
Thanks! Is it easy to find?
Yes, just look for the big red sign.
Perfect! I'll head there now.
Lesson 76. DIY peace of mind.
Hey Anna, definitely these DIY measures will give us peace of mind.
I agree. What specific measures are you thinking about?
Simple things like installing smoke detectors and security lights.
Those are great ideas. They really enhance home safety.
Plus, we can also create an emergency plan for our families.
Yes, having a plan makes it easier to stay calm during emergencies.
And we could share our tips with friends to help them too.
Lesson 77. Taxi rates research.
Morning, Anna. We can research typical taxi rates beforehand.
Good idea. It'll help us budget for our trip better.
We should also ask locals for recommendations on trustworthy services.
Absolutely. Locals often know the best options.
Do you think we should download a taxi app as well?
Yes, that could make things easier for us when we arrive.
Plus, we can compare prices on different apps to save money.
Lesson 78. Color Psychology.
Hello, Anna. I've also used warm colors like orange and yellow to promote energy and enthusiasm.
That's interesting. Those colors really do create a lively atmosphere.
Exactly. They can make a space feel more inviting.
Do you think color choice affects mood significantly?
Absolutely. Colors can influence how we feel and behave.
It's fascinating how something as simple as color can change our experience.
Right? I'd love to explore more about color psychology.
Lesson 79. Gardening Essentials.
Hey, Anna, what do you have in your garden?
I have some herbs like basil and mint.
Those are great choices. They're useful for cooking.
Yes, I love adding fresh herbs to my meals.
Do you grow anything else?
I also have some tomatoes and peppers. They're easy to care for.
That sounds delicious. Homegrown veggies make a big difference in flavor.
Lesson 80. Budget Travel Tips.
Morning, Anna. That's smart. Any other suggestions for affordable traveling?
Yes, we could consider using public transportation instead of taxis.
Good idea. It's usually much cheaper.
Also, booking accommodations in advance can save us money.
Definitely. Plus, we can look for deals online.
And don't forget to check for free activities at our destination.
Exactly. Exploring local parks or museums can be fun and free.
Lesson 81. Writing Inspiration.
Hey, Anna, she's gaining popularity quickly. Her writing style is incredible.
I know, it's refreshing and unique. What do you like most about it?
I love how she captures emotions so vividly. It makes the story come alive.
Exactly. I should give it a try and write my own story.
That sounds like a great idea. What genre are you thinking about?
Maybe a mix of adventure and romance?
That could be really engaging. Have you thought about your characters yet?
Lesson 82. Edison's Legacy.
Morning, Anna. Did you know Edison died in 1931?
Yes, he was such a pivotal figure in innovation.
Although Edison was an extremely creative man, he faced many challenges.
True, his perseverance is really inspiring. What do you think was his greatest invention?
I'd say the light bulb changed the world dramatically.
Absolutely. It's hard to imagine life without it.
And he also had many other inventions that transformed technology.
Lesson 83. Budgeting Wisely.
Hey, Anna, we should stick to our budget this month.
I totally get it. Let's plan our expenses carefully.
Yes, we need to prioritize our needs over wants.
Right. Let's hope we don't go overboard with dining out.
Exactly. Cooking at home can save us a lot.
And it's healthier too. What meals should we prepare?
How about some simple pasta dishes? They're quick and delicious.
Lesson 84. Fitness Exploration.
Morning, Anna. I'll give yoga and weightlifting a try this week.
That sounds awesome. Where do you do yoga?
There's a studio nearby that offers classes for beginners.
Great. I've heard yoga is fantastic for flexibility.
Yes, and it helps with relaxation too. Have you tried it?
I have. It really clears my mind.
Maybe we can go together sometime.
Lesson 85. River Cruise Plans.
Morning, Anna. Let's not forget about the Danube River cruise.
Yes, count me in. This trip is going to be amazing.
I can't wait to see the beautiful scenery along the river.
Exactly. And the food on these cruises is usually fantastic.
Oh, I love trying local cuisines. Have you checked the itinerary?
Not yet, but I'm excited to see the stops we'll make.
It'll be a relaxing and fun way to explore.
Lesson 86. Planning Together.
Hey, Anna, that sounds wonderful. Let's plan it soon.
Absolutely. I'll check our schedules to find a good time.
Great! It will be a relaxing and fun getaway for us.
Yes, we can explore, eat, and enjoy the views together.
I'm looking forward to making some great memories.
Me too. Let's finalize the details this week.
Perfect! I can't wait to start planning.